This week we'll be going over the Gunsmith Part 1 task in Escape from Tarkov. This is going to be the first Gunsmith task that you can get from Mechanic, and it's essentially just taking a weapon that he chooses and fixing it up to have the stats and specifications that he wants it to have. These tasks can sometimes get changed with each wipe, so if it does, I'll make a new updated video and link it up here, as well as in my Tarkov guide playlist. And now, let's get into it. So getting started, the Gunsmith Part 1 task is available for Mechanic once you hit level 2. You can easily hit this by going to each trader and examining all of their items at the beginning of a wipe, and then going over to Mechanic and picking up this task. This is how I always start out a fresh wipe, and I'd recommend that you do too. This task is for picking up an MP133 shotgun, which does not have to be found in raid, by the way, and modifying it to have at least 60 durability, 47 or greater ergo, a recoil sum of less than 850, taking up 4 or fewer cells of space, an extended magazine with a capacity of 6 or more, and any tactical device. There are quite a few options on parts that you can use, but we'll just go over the quickest way, or at least the easiest way. And the rewards for this task are going to be 3200 XP, plus 0.02 mechanic rep, 20,000 rubles, which of course will scale with intelligence center levels, 1 VPO 215 rifle, and 20 AP .366 rounds. When it comes to actually getting the base MP133 shotgun, you can get them from scavs, but you'll have to make sure that its durability is above 60. Otherwise, Mechanic is not going to take it. So if you have any issues when going to turn this in, check that first, as it's usually the easiest thing to miss. You can also straight up buy these shotguns from Jaeger level 1. But at the start of the wipe, these will be pretty limited and get bought out quickly, since you need so many at the start of the wipe for tasks. But it gets easier to grab them from him as time goes on. Unlocking Jaeger is done through the introduction task for Mechanic. This one you can pick up at level 2, the same as the Gunsmith one, and I even have a video specifically going over this. So definitely go take care of that one first, and then come back here before attempting to do Gunsmith Part 1, because it makes it so much easier. Now, once you have the base gun, it's time to start getting the parts for it. First, over at Jaeger level 1, we can get the MP133/153 pistol grip. Over at Skier level 1, we can get the tactical blue laser, which will work for our tactical device, and the Zenit RK6 foregrip. We can then also go over to Mechanic and get the custom MP133 forestock with rails. This one is a little bit different than these others because this is going to be a barter trade. You'll have to use 1 damaged hard drive for it, so just trade that into him and grab this. And hard drives are super easy to find in any of the computers on the maps. Just do a few raids hitting computers and you're bound to find at least one. And now for the last set of parts that we're going to need, we have the muzzle brake. This one is a little bit harder to get because you can buy the ME cylinder 12 gauge muzzle adapter from Jaeger level 1, but the actual muzzle brake that we're going to need, the GK02 12 gauge muzzle brake, is not available from traders until Jaeger level 2. And you're not going to be able to actually unlock that until your player level is 15. So that's going to be a pretty long time. So when it comes to finding this muzzle brake, you're really just going to need to be checking for it in raid, and check the end of the shotguns that you find on scavs for it. Scavs will spawn with these shotguns fairly often, and when they do, they generally have this muzzle brake on it. So that'll be the easiest way to find it before level 15, but once you get there, you can just buy it from Jaeger level 2 and get it straight from him. Then of course, once we have all those parts, we just have to put it all together, and that's really simple. All you have to do is just inspect the weapon, take off the parts that need to be replaced, and shove the parts we just bought all on it. Then with that built, you can turn it into the Mechanic to complete the quest and move on to the next task. And that's about it when it comes to getting this task done, so with that one out of the way, why don't you check out my Escape from Tarkov task guide playlist, or whichever video of mine YouTube recommends.